would be a normal, you would think like a 10-minute drive would take 30 to 45 minutes. There's traffic on the roads in the metro area. True. But let's see. I feel like I've been on forever this morning, and I really haven't. I think it's just because we're just all yappity yapping, and I feel like I just did what Cleanse the other day said. He said he was playing Genshin. Yes, you were playing Genshin, and you said these people, they're just yappity yapping. They're yapping all the time. And I was like, oh my gosh. I know. And then I'm hyped up on ibuprofen. I'm gonna have to look at that bottle and make sure that I don't take anything out of that bottle again, because I think Papa slipped some pills in there that shouldn't have been in there. Papa's like that with games too. He doesn't like it when they go yapping, yapping, when everybody's got to talk. He's like, can we just move on? Can we get to what we need to get to? Less talking. Less talking, more walking. Let's get going. You know. He tried Genshin Impact, but he couldn't do it. He said it was too much. He tried to explain it to me. I understood it, but I'm also not really a gamer. Shut your pie hole. You sound like one of my ladies. The word, she doesn't call it a pie hole though. She goes, shut your high hole. I'm like, whatever. You're crazy. Yeah. I think that if I ever take up a game, I'm going to do like crafting. I'm just going to do Minecraft, and I'm just going to break some rocks and make some buildings. That's it. I'm just going to break rocks and make some buildings. I'm not going to play on the creeper mode because I don't think I can deal with that. You know, I'd feel like, I think I gotta. Yep. Okay, why in the world would me crocheting inspire you to continue to unicorn amigurumi? Oh, you are? You're playing on ship server? I'm just right now, I think this to me this is mindless. Don't question it. Okay, I won't. Um this is a mindless stitch, and I shouldn't say that, but it pretty much is. And I enjoy I enjoy these kind of stitches when I do it. Oh, I'm getting to green. I love green. If I could crochet everything, I think in green I would. I'm going to have to share some patterns with y'all. I found, of course, I was on YouTube and got stuck down a YouTube rabbit hole of patterns. This is a Suzette stitch. So it's a single crochet and a double crochet, and you skip a stitch. And then a single. Hey, Private, how are you doing? It might be called the blanket stitch. I don't know, but I call it the Suzette stitch. I think some people call it grit stitch. I don't know. If Fairy Dust was in here, he could give us every name of this stitch. Because he is like a stitch encyclopedia. Crafty teaches us the stitches, and Fairy Dust is the encyclopedia. How are you doing today? How is it in your neck of the woods? That was really country, wasn't it? For me to say that. Where in the world did Wendy's come up? Did I miss something? You said you need to go back to Hearthstone and learn Battlegrounds. And then Clincy and I talk, and now you're talking about Wendy's? Rainy in Germany. Oh, okay. We can do Wendy's. I already know what I want, though, if we do. Yay. Yes, you can ask a question. I'm done with the weeds. Hubs can pull the rest. Haha, he's still out there pulling the ones out of the concrete. Oh, those are the worst, though. The ones out of the concrete are the worst. We went to Wendy's a couple weeks ago. Probably about a month ago. And I was actually just shocked at how small the hamburgers are getting. I mean, you could used to go to Wendy's and get it like the burgers were big. That was one of the places you could go in and whatever. I know the grit stitch has 2 single crochets and 1 stitch, skip a stitch. Okay. See, Crafty, I knew you. You're the teacher of all. I mean, you. Well, there's 1 single crochet in the last one and this one too. But I feel like I'm going. I think didn't you once tell me that I'm pretty sure it was you or Fairy Dust. One of you said, and I'm pretty sure it was you because you were on stream and I was listening to you. Stitches have different names for the area, for the region that they came from. So you could have the same stitch somewhere, but it was called something because it was in a different area. Yes. Oh, thank you. This is going to be a blanket for my little, I'm going to call her Peepop, but her name is going to be Penelope. She's going to make her debut next Friday, hopefully. That is when her mother is being induced. So, I think that's what she told me. This is Red Heart Super Saver Rainbow. But you probably don't get Red Heart in Germany, though. But I love it. It's going to be a pretty one. We all have different names for her house, but we can go. Yes. Penelope. I did not know that there's a Penelope on that show because I don't watch it. Yes, I am whatever. Her name is either going to be Penelope Margot or Penelope Sage. I think that's what they said. But everybody at work is talking about Bridgerton right now. Bridgerton. And they're all like, think I'm crazy because I don't watch it. And I'm like, I don't know why I haven't watched it. But I am one of those type of people, if I get into it and I start watching it, at least I have so much to binge watch. So I like binge watching series. Like Only Murders in the Building. I wait till the season's over with, and then I binge watch the whole season. That way, I just try to stay away from everybody while they're talking about it, and then I like to watch it all at once. Or at least 2 or 3 episodes at a time. So, I don't think my attention span is long enough to stick with a series. I'm okay with movies, though. You're the same? I just like to binge watch stuff. Because it's like, well, to me, like when you binge watch, though, Crafty, it's kind of like watching a movie. That way you don't have to. Youth out of Penelope Garcia from Criminal Minds. Oh, yes. binge watching is the best. And Team Red. Um, my dad wanted to name me Penelope, and my mother would not let him because he wanted to name me Penelope and call me Penny because I had red hair. But my mother would not let him do that. So, um, my daughter, um, when she found out she was pregnant, they went through a bunch of lists of names and she decided on Penelope. And I thought, my father, he's gotten his way. He has gotten Penelope. So, but she's going to be my little peepop, and she's going to be my best friend in the whole wide world. And I'm going to teach her all kinds of crafty things. We're going to start off with the simple things at first, like coloring and painting. But I will get her into all kinds of like maybe crochet and cross stitch and things like that. Because, I want her to be creative. And I think that crafts, and when you have crafts, you have the option to do the bold and the bright colors and to be creative and to use your mind and all kinds of stuff like that. And I want her to be inquisitive, and I want her to be all kinds of creative and wonderful things. Because, and I want her to be open-minded, and I want her to be, literally, I just want her to embrace all kinds of things. I want her to be very diverse. But her mother is a very free spirit, and they travel, and they're always outside doing stuff. And so I think that maybe she'll have the best of both worlds, because these are inside stuff. I mean, you can crochet outside, but in the warmer weather, you really can't. You need to crochet inside. Because people always say crocheting is like a fall winter craft. So I went on my rant there. I will get off. So my favorite thing to binge watch, though, I will say this, is the Harry Potter series. I can watch it over and over and over again. But sometimes I do skip movies because I can skip them. Unless you use cotton and or thin yarn thread. That's a summer thing. Yes, that's true. That is true, Crafty. You are completely right. You are completely right. Yes, but acrylic, and of course this stitch, with it being so, I would consider it so dense. It's a dense stitch because it's together. If you laid this on you, it'd be like that temperature blanket. It'd be very yes. I think I saw something. I was in your Discord the other day, and I think I was in patterns, or I don't know where I was at, but I was in something. And I was looking at some of the patterny things that you had. Oh no, I know. Last thing I'm going to say is I think I'm getting to the point where my loopiness is wearing off. The fun bray is gone. And Biscuit is trying to take No, I think, and the thing of it is we are lucky in the era that we are in, like the time we're in, because back in the day, if you think about it, yeah, they did. They had to do doilies in the summer and wool in the winter because of whatever, because they didn't have air conditioning and things like that. I mean, you didn't have that. And so, I mean, we are lucky because we can do, as I yawn, we can do different projects different times of the year because, I can start working on my Christmas projects now if I want, which I probably should because, before we know it, I was sitting there the other day when we were talking at work and one of the girls goes, I cannot believe it's already June. And I was like, yeah, it seemed like January and February took forever. And then, you know, May and June was like, we're talking April and May was a hop, skip, and a jump. And at least what was in your area. They didn't have joy. No, they didn't. It was bad. Yeah. I feel sad for those people. I really do. And the fun bray is never gone. Thank you, Clinzy. Thank you. The only person that could tell you this would be Papa. And I think that I love streaming. And I'm going to tell you why I love streaming. Because, well, first of all, I love talking to all of y'all. And I really do. All of y'all. Like that Southern stuff. But I love streaming because it just makes me happy. I mean, yarn makes me happy. Streaming makes me happy. I love it. And you're right, here close to yours. Sometimes, like, I look forward to streaming because I know that it's going to be my time that I'm going to get to spend with people that you guys are my different social circle. I get to spend that time with y'all and we get to talk about whatever we want to talk about. And though I say that sometimes I'm probably a little weird, I'm a little weirdo and I get on some weird subjects. It's fine. But with them only having access to certain fibers, yes, that is absolutely true. They did. They got very good and perfected their techniques for using their fibers. I know, maybe I should talk Papa into get me a sheep. And I could learn how to shear it and then spin wool and make my own. It'll never happen. Weird is when it's fun. Yes. But that's I don't think I'm like this. Tired, yes. Like that. Oh, I probably clipped. Anyway, I'm not like that all the time. Somebody's here, and I don't know who's here, but they rang our doorbell. I know, buddy. Down. You can't go out there. You can't go out there because he'll run. Not that he would run out the door. Hold on. I'm trying to turn it off so y'all don't have to. Hi, Irish. How are you doing? Yes. Biscuit.
We really need to order that solicitor sign.
Okay.
I've been giving people stuff, telling them to take them off my list. Taking off their list.
Well, Biscuit's going downstairs to bite the solicitor now. We live in a neighborhood where there's no soliciting, but people still solicit. And then they drive my cordless doorbell, they drive him crazy. Now he thinks that everybody... Biscuit! You're going to take him out.
What's he even barking?
He's barking at Chuck now. Take him out of the room.
I'm trying to. He's running away from me. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. Put him in biscuit jail. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay. I get what you mean. I didn't stream today and it feels like I miss my friends. And I do. I probably should stream more, but sometimes when I get home from work, I'm just tired. Pop a slipper some gummies and see what she has. Um uh we had a Christmas once, and since you say gummies, but it didn't involve gummies. One of my kids got this little keg, and it was just like a novelty thing to hold liquor in. And my in-laws were here, and by in-laws I mean sister-in-law and father, but Miss sister-in-law and brother-in-law. And they some people grate on my nerves, and so my kids slipped me a shot of whiskey before they got here. Let me tell you, nothing bothered me that day. Nothing bothered me that day. And this, well, and the thing of it is the solicitors, it's bad because, I mean, we literally, I mean, our neighbor, we live in an HOA. It's a voluntary HOA. But our HOA president drives around constantly every day and he's watching everybody, whatever. It keeps him busy. But you would think that he would chase those people out. Oh, you're thinking of doing an evening craft stream? Oh, well. Yeah, they keep coming back, but I don't know. It drives Biscuit crazy, and that's the part that I don't like. That's the part that I don't like because he's already anxious as is, and he doesn't need any added whatever. What do you think you might make on your evening crafting stream? Or is it just going to be like a chill knitting crafting stream? Sometimes we need a bit of medicine to deal with people. Yes. But yeah, and then that Christmas they didn't bother me very much. I just whatever. And then Papa found out afterwards that they had given me something because he was like, I can't believe you give your mother a shot of whiskey. And they were like, yep. Oh, probably on the unicorn. Okay. When I was growing up, we had a no soliciting sign on the door and it was always ignored. We tried to train our Doberman to bark at the door, but it was just the biggest softy and usually didn't mind strangers. Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, especially with this weekend being as hot as it's supposed to be, there'd be no way in the world I would. Now, I can't say that because when I was younger, I did actually work and do the census. So, but now the census comes in the mail and you fill it out. They don't have people that's census workers. I want to put a sign on our doorbell that says, if you ring our doorbell, please have $50 available because if we open the door, you have to pay us. The poor guy looked defeated. Well, what was he trying to sell? And I would probably be defeated having that job too. I mean, it's got to be it. I mean, he's got a job and he's doing it, but if they pay him like commission or something like that based on what he gets, I would be defeated at all the no's too. You never let them get that far. I got a puppy about a week ago. Funny thing is, she's playing with the crochet cat toys I made for the kid. That's cool though. Hey, he's you're getting use out of him. You're getting use out of him. Nobody, no. I had you in my seat. You were in the seat. You were good. Come on. Come on. Get up there. I asked, you selling something? He said yes, and I said I'm not interested, and he left. She loves him. Well, that's good though. I didn't even open the door for the police on the wellness check. I didn't know it was them. It was so dark. So these solicitors are wild. The fact that door-to-door sales are even a thing. We get them occasionally, but not as nearly as often as when I was a kid. Someone selling solar. Back in the day, it was encyclopedias, cleaners, vacuums, makeup, magazines, and all that stuff. Yeah, I like the ones that come and they try the now. I don't know if the ones that try to sell the learn. I don't know if it's like college kids or something, and they're trying to sell. I don't know, tutoring programs or something. I don't normally open the door, but I couldn't have Biscuit barking his head off the whole time while your mom was streaming. Oh, okay. Yeah, because he is a wireless doorbell. Literally. He lays on a charger in the sun, usually, or on my back. I guess my back is like a charger for Biscuit. Wow. I did not know. Yeah. Yes. So my back is now he's breathing like he's panting. Like I don't know. It can't be comfortable for him up there because he's half hanging off. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, if we don't answer the door, Biscuit just continues to bark. And then, of course, he saw our neighbor in his backyard going to water his garden, which I don't know why he's watering his garden at noon. That's kind of odd. You don't normally water a garden right at the top of the day when the heat's the worst. 10 to 2 is the worst. At least it was when I lived at the beach. You had to turn every half hour when you were laying out in the sun so you didn't burn. Our radio station would, it's time to turn so you don't burn. That's what they would sing on the radio every half hour. Of course, I never laid out in the sun. I mean, I guess you wouldn't know that because, as pale as I am, it didn't matter whether I turned every half hour or not. I was going to burn. Oh my, I checked the screen as I've been busy crocheting. Seeing Biscuit on your shoulders like that is hilarious. Felix does the same. I've done this with him since he's been a baby. I threw him up there so he would stay under the yarn. And now he's just gotten used to it. And that's what he likes to do. He is, and honestly, now he's bigger than he was when he first started out. I mean, so 25 pounds on my shoulders can be a bit whatever you want to call it. My favorite part was this one guy selling an all-purpose cleaner. He basically rapped saying his pitch while doing the demos. He was the most amazing I'd ever seen. I'm not really sure what made my dad decide to hear him out, but instead of kicking me off the porch, his pictures was hilarious, and my dad bought a few bottles. Well, obviously it worked for him, didn't it? That's great, though. He came up with some kind of gimmick to get people to at least listen to him. I liked Felix in the pictures you sent of your progress on the the blanket with the